right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. I thought I would start this review outside, but first of all, this is the Knives Fast channel. If you're new around here, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Everybody, like and comment on the video, please, and share it if you would. If you're new around these parts, stick around. We have a lot of fun here. So I thought I would start this outside because I've had a lot of interesting comments about this next knife, and I'm gonna get a little closer. This is the Remette RT-Swordfish. So this is the second version of the Remette gravity knife, the Swordfish. Now, it comes with this leather slip. By the way, we're gonna start out here and then we'll do tabletop so you can see it better. So this is the leather slip it comes in. This version comes with a pocket clip, which is really, really nice. And so the way I've been carrying it is obviously like that and in the pocket, just like a primary knife. But for those of you that might have, misgivings about the blade just slipping out, you don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna do that, but if it were to, you got this slip to keep it from doing that. So the comments I've been getting are, it looks awkward to deploy and, bring the knife back in. And my answer is no, it's not. So for those of you that don't know, when we are doing reviews at a tabletop, literally I got about that much of a window, okay? My tripod's right here. I'm reaching around the tripod and I'm working the knife like this. So it looks awkward. It's the same thing we always say. You guys have heard us say, and I left the knife I would do this with inside, but when I'm middle finger flicking a knife, the reason sometimes it's hard when I'm on camera like that is I'm reaching around this camera and I'm not in a normal motion. When I would middle finger flick a knife, which I'm carrying the Acorn today, I just left it in the house, but when I'm middle finger flicking the knife, I usually would do it out here in a natural position. But when I'm reviewing, I'm wrapped around a tripod like this. I'm out here like that. So it's the same thing with this. And yeah, I know that was a lot of explanation. So the answer is, when you're in a normal situation and you pull this knife out of the slip, you're literally just gonna do that. I mean, that was easy. Same thing here, look at that. Very, very easy. There have been people saying it looks, like it's not very smooth and they like the Remette XO better. This is, to me, just as smooth as the XO. Now, I know with the XO, a lot of people sort of open it and flick it out like that. That's a little more difficult. See that? So it really does need that kind of angle down to do it. And so that's easy enough like that, okay? Very easy peasy like that, okay? But yeah, look, I got it that time. Let's see, hold on. Let's go back here like this. Nah, it's a little more difficult to time, and that's probably me. So literally the way I would do this knife is you pull it out and you just go like that. I mean, and you can see, very simple. The deployment is smooth. I would say from the first version to this version, this is way more smooth. Way more smooth. It's not even close. This is very fidgety. You can see the way this actuates, if you're new to this particular knife, is what's happening is I've got a button here and I'm sliding that button, and when I slide the button, these two pieces expand out. It's obviously spring loaded, and then all I am doing is dropping that knife out. Now, important note for each and every one of you, check your local knife laws. I do not know if this knife is legal where you are. Gravity knife laws are weird. Your state is probably not going to have a law on the books saying gravity knives aren't good here. They're going to have a law saying XYZ, and you're supposed to interpret whether a gravity knife fits into that. Again, I always say, go to Knife Rights, download the Legal Blade app, and that will help you figure it out. But again, I just wanted to get out here and show you again. So let's just, I'm not carrying this knife today, but let's just put it in the pocket here, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it out of the slip and drop it. And I am deployed. Now what happens is, what I really like about this particular gravity knife out of all the ones I've seen, on a Remette XO, you're grabbing it, and it is what it is. Now, the lock should keep it in place, but in this case, I'm gripping the knife on the parts that are locking the blade in place, okay? So I am gripping the knife like this, and guys, I gotta tell you, we'll do some cutting inside, but this guy cuts really well. This is not a novelty knife in any way. This is a really nice cutter. We are titanium. We have carbon fiber for our inlay. Now there are several, there's some Chinese fat carbon available as well, but this milling they did. So like I said, all I've ever seen from Remette is budget knives. So when I got this in the first time, I'm like, this is done incredibly well. This is really good. So again, just one more demonstration here. Again, you can just turn it over and do that. You don't need any inertia or anything, but if you like that, you can very easily just, you know, if you wanna, yeah, see, I got it that time. I mean, it's just, yeah, oh, that's easy actually. But you know, you can easily flick it out if that's what you like to do. You know, that might scare people a little bit, but you can do that. For me, it's literally just pull it out, drop it down, you got a knife. Push it, drop it back in, the knife is done, and now you put it back in the slip and back in your pocket. So definitely wanted to do this out here. I hope this was helpful, because I've heard a lot of people saying it doesn't look very smooth. Guys, there are few things that are as smooth as this is. It is writing. Go look at Lefty EDC's disassembly video. I will not be doing that. Don't need to. Oh, by the way, let's just do this. I said I would do it outside, but we'll just reserve the comparisons and cutting for inside. There's a little bit of side to side when you're locked up, but there is no up and down. It is definitely not going back in. It is not going anywhere. You do have a very nice sharpening choil here. We'll show that again inside. Just a really cool design. It like feels like it came out of nowhere. And I am impressed, and I really like the slip as well for carry. Just for that peace of mind. Again, you don't have to have it. It's not, look, it's not coming out without pushing that button. So, but for that peace of mind, it's kind of cool, and it looks cool. It just gives you this complete package. All right, so that's the outside portion of this video. Hopefully you guys, you know what? I just realized my glasses are covering my mic, so I hope I'm gonna have to go listen to this and see if this sounds okay. All right, guys, so appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Why am I telling you that now? I'm going inside. So anyway, let's go to the table and do some comparisons and cutting. All right, welcome back inside, guys. I hope that perspective was helpful. Really cool, beautiful knife. And you know, it is actually a pretty good cutter as well. I've been doing some cutting in some shorts, and I have found it to be very slicey and very good. Now let's talk about availability and what you're getting, okay? So I will leave a link down below from Remette. And if you go, whoa, what just happened? There we go. Okay. If you go there, you will see this particular one, and it says right down here, it says, hurry up, there's only 5 left. So don't know what you're going to see when you get there, but these are 278 with that carbon fiber inlay. There are other versions as well. We'll go and tell you about those in a moment. But these are 7.8 inches overall with a blade length of 3.15, close length of 4.65, and blade is fairly thin at 0.12 or 3 millimeters. Handle thickness is 0.55, and it is flat, but it has nice chamfer, so it feels really good. You get a full 4-finger grip again, and the way I grip this sucker is kind of like this, and it just feels really nice. 4.3 ounces, definitely good. M390, 60 to 61, HRC flat ground. It is, they call this a Tanto. It's a very slight Tanto, but it's definitely a Tanto. Titanium on the clip material and the frame itself, which is really, really cool. just a cool knife. Now these are $278 for this particular one, and it does say allow some time for shipment. There is a green Chinese fat carbon, for $283. There is a red Chinese fat carbon for $283. There is, what is that? Like that looks like copper carbon fiber to me. They don't give good descriptions of them, unfortunately. And that one's $283. Looks like, again, another version of the weave carbon fiber with now we're into the different blades. So those are $289. And then $293 for the fat carbon versions. And then there's a coated black version, and those are $305. Those are fully coated, and really, really nicely done. Let's see what they call that. Black DLC coating on the blade and the handle. And to me, that looks pretty fantastic. So very cool. Lots of versions of this. Almost forgot to do the key to a Knives Fast review here. Here is your comparison to the Ontario Rat 1 and the Ontario Rat 2. Very cool. Just slightly smaller than the Rat 1 and a little bit bigger than the Rat 2. So right in that in-between place there. So really cool, and I'm sorry this video is a little longer, but I would definitely wanted to give that outdoor perspective so you guys could kind of see how it actually works. Wow, my light was way down dim. I'm sorry about that, but when things we had a power outage yesterday and things get crazy. But anyway, so there you go. Very beautiful. Love the milling. Love the way this is done. Thanks, Remette, for sending this guy out. Guys, let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.